Hello.
Hi.
So, ma'am, what is myopia?
So, myopia is the most common refractive error that we are seeing right now. Myopia means, in our terms, minus glasses.
Okay.
It just
Yeah.
means that your child cannot see far off,
Hmm.
and the child can see near very well, but the far off vision is blurry.
Okay.
Now, this is identified unfortunately quite late, in the sense that by the time the child is in third grade, fourth grade only, the blackboard, vision starts getting blurry.
Yeah.
But myopia can start very early, and if the myopia is detected early, it can be corrected with glasses at that number, and the number can be kept stable.
Okay.
So if you are not identifying, the number keeps increasing from -1 to -2 to -3. So many a times, by the time a parent detects it, it's quite high number, right? So myopia should be detected early in school age children.
So, to detect all these diseases, eye diseases, regular checkups are needed, right?
Yes. So I'm trying to do as much as possible
Awareness.
school screening camps. Going to today's life is busy.
Yeah.
Parents do not have really that much of a time to even bring to the hospital. Of course, a hospital-based eye checkup is mandatory, and it gives you much more than a screening program. But then we founded a Seva School screening program through my hospital, and we go to outreach. So we go to schools. This is completely voluntary. I have a team. I go myself. I give some eye care tips to the children. I realize that once a child has heard something from me, they go back home and they share that to their parents and say, "Oh, they told us not to see screens." So I think the impact is much more when it comes from a doctor.
True.
And then I do the vision screening, and then those who have been detected, then we refer to the hospital. So community-based screening programs are absolutely necessary. I think every school, if they screen their own children every year, we will detect things earlier. But of course, many schools, there are so many, and our population is huge. So what a parent can do is, if there is a genetic history, if there is a birth problem like a perinatal issues, some oxygen had to be given to the child, child has a developmental delay, get the children at 1 year of age itself.
Okay.
And if not, then 1.5 to 2 years of age, start doing the first eye checkup, and then annually put it in the calendar and get the eye checkup done every year, because eye is a growing medium till 18 years of age. So it's not that at 2 years you had perfect eyesight, means at 6 years you would have the same. Your eye is growing, your visual mediums are changing, so the eyeball is still going to keep changing, and you might develop eyesight anytime. So first 18 years of age, every year eye checkup is mandatory.
So, how is myopia treated?
So myopia, it depends on when it is diagnosed. In the sense, if it is very early myopia, like only a 0.5 number or a 0.75 number, then lifestyle modifications should do. And what do I mean by lifestyle modifications? What I mean is getting your child more outdoors, less screen time, and making sure that the child is eating healthy and having a healthy lifestyle. And if the myopia is detected, say, -1 and above, then the treatment is only glasses. Now, at present, whatever we have seen, we are seeing that glasses are the best and safest way of treating myopia. And this has the good part is that once you start the glasses and the child wears glasses constantly, then the number also gets prevented. In the sense, the number will not keep jumping higher. It will increase a little bit, but it slows down the progression of myopia. So glass will act as a preventive and a therapeutic medium.
First of all, why does it comes like myopia? Why does it attack or what?
Eye diseases or eye glass numbers are complex, in the sense, one, it can be a structural defect, in the sense that everybody's height is different. Similarly, everybody's eyeball length is different. And if the eyeball is born a little longer, then it is myopia. If it is shorter, then it is hypermetropia or plus powers. Or if it is oblique, the front layer of the eye is a little curved, then it is something known as astigmatism or cylindrical powers. So one most common is actually structural defects, or this is by your own
during
genes.
birth.
Yeah, during birth, or as you develop, your own gene has decided how your skin color is going to be, how your hair color is going to be, length, height. So these are all predetermined by our genetics. And it may not be in your parents also. So many a times I see both the parents have perfectly good vision, but the genetics of the child is such that the eyeball is growing longer every year, and that is the number one cause of myopia. Second, very much common now, is lifestyle. As we know, our kids are having a very bad lifestyle.
True.
In the sense, compared to our previous generations, there's much more exposure to screen very very early, and we are all in cities where there's no outdoor space, so everybody's indoor. There's no sunlight exposure. Even schools are small indoor. They are just like small
boxes.
Apartments. Apartments. So there is no outdoor play. Outdoor play is number one protective for your eyes. And that what happens there is the sunlight has a great intensity of light, which you can never recover with these artificial lights. And that high intensity light at the proper contrast and depth of focus, so you have far vision, you can see till the horizon, and that relaxes the eyeball muscles, and therefore the eyeball develops properly. But if your child is always constantly looking near, the depth is not there, so you're just near focus. So what happens, the brain recognizes that this child requires good near vision, so the near becomes fantastic and the far becomes blurry. The eyeball elongates to make sure your near vision is good. So it is mechanics that if you play with too much, then the eye gets confused and it develops into myopia.
That is why initially you said manifestation and all, because what all you are doing is more important regularly.
Absolutely. So our children need to know what is required for them, and we need to ourselves also practice it. I feel as parents, they don't learn from what we say, but they learn from what we do. And so there are few tips that are really helping me as a parent, and which help so many of my patients, where I feel introduction to screen. So according to American Ophthalmology guidelines, less than 2 years age group should have no screen at all. And that's the guideline. Then from 2 to 6 years of age, it should be 30 to 40 minutes of screen time. That also should be larger screen, which means a TV or a projector or something far off from the eyes. Beyond that, for education purposes, whenever it is required, screen time limit should be there. So I practice, don't use near screens. Don't use your phones, iPads, laptops. Tell your children to use TV or a far off thing, or use a desktop which is having a bigger screen, and you can have a mouse, keyboard. Increase the distance between the screen and the eyes. Also, when they're reading, some are book readers and they read very close. They read in dim light. They read lying on the bed. That also causes myopia. So your lighting is very important. It should be good lighting. It should be falling on your book, and it should be at one hand distance. So I tell children who are small, they have shorter hands and it comes nearer, isn't it? So we should make them sit on a table chair which is their height appropriate for doing their homework or drawing. Especially in drawing, I see they lie down and go very near to the medium. So please remember, anything which is very close to your eyes is going to cause myopia. So keep everything far away, at least one hand distance. And screen time limit is something which is very, very, very important. And counter it with good outdoor play. Get your child enrolled in any of the classes. Let them be 1 to 2 hours outdoors every evening, like what we used to be in our childhood. And get some sunlight. So weekends, get them early up. And nowadays, I'm seeing children getting up at 11, 12. And that is robbing them of the important early hour sunlight. So before 11 o'clock, the sunlight is really important for making vitamin D, and vitamin D is also very important for your eyes. So getting that outdoor sunlight will help prevent myopia, or if you have glasses also, it will prevent progression of the myopia. So that is very important.